So one of the things we need to be able to do is to factorise a cubic, but we can only do that if we're told one of the factors. So it's very much using a factor to factorise a cubic. So you can't factorise a cubic without that factor. So I'm going to be told that one of the factors is 2x minus 1. Now what that means is this. It means that the cubic can be written 2x minus 1 and then don't know.
Some kind of quadratic in
Yeah, some kind of quadratic in there. So this is what we need to work out, okay?
Yeah.
So a factor means that we already know one of them.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few ways of doing this, but I'll show you the way that I like to do it. I am going to basically use what I know about how things expand out, how brackets expand out. Okay? So, for example, I know I need a quadratic. Agree? Because then I expand that out, I get the cubic.
Yeah.
But there's two things here that are really, really obvious that I don't even need to think about. When I expand it out, I would do 2x times whatever's there, and that would give me this cubic bit. Now, that's the only way of getting that cubic bit. So what must A be? 1. Because if I have anything else there,
You're going to get a larger
I'm not going to get 2x cubed, exactly. So I don't even need to think, I don't know what goes here. It's obviously just x squared. Yeah? So that's that bit sorted. Now, similarly, at the other end, there's another obvious thing. When I'm expanding out, I would do this times this, and I would get that. So that tells me straight away that C must be
minus 5.
Exactly, minus 5. I don't know why that rubber's so big today. Minus 5. Okay, so I literally only have one bit that actually requires any thought. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Okay, so the red bit, that I don't need to think about. The green bit, I don't need to think about. The middle bit, I do. So what happens in the middle? We continue expanding out. So if I expand out these two brackets, I'd get my 2x cubed.
Yep.
That's my red bit, good. Then I would get 2b x squared.
Yeah.
Then I would get minus 10x. Agree?
Yes, I do.
Then I would get minus x squared. I'm going to write that under here.
Yeah.
Then I would get minus bx.
Yeah.
And then I'd get the green bit, add 5. Okay? So this is my green bit. I already knew about that. That's fine. And this is my red bit. I already knew about that. That's fine. And then you've got this kind of mess in the middle that somehow comes together to form all of this middle bit here.
Yeah.
Okay? But I can see there's two separate bits to this. So for example, here are the terms to do with x squared. So these give me a total of 2b x squared minus 1 x squared.
Yeah.
That's how many x squareds I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I agree.
Now if I look up here at the original cubic, I needed that to be 7. Because I've got 7 x squared altogether. So this must equal 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Or I could look at it this way and I could say, well, here's my xy bits that come out of my expansion. So altogether I've got minus 10 minus b x's. This is how many x's I've got. And I can see from my original cubic what I'm trying to end up with, that needs to be minus 14. Because that's how many x's I need. So I can solve either of these. B is 8, 2b is 8, b is 4.
Yeah.
Hopefully the same thing's going to happen here. Minus b is minus 4, b is 4. Good. So b is 4. So I did have to do a little bit of work to get that b, but it wasn't that difficult.
So that means that our equation at the end is x squared plus 4x minus 5, is that right?
That's the quadratic, yeah.
Quadratic.
So the
Sorry.
cubic,
Writing there. Say that out.
so I already knew, I'm trying to factorise this, 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 14x add 5. I already knew that one of the factors was 2x minus 1. I knew it was going to be an x squared there in order to make the red bit the 2x cubed. I knew it was going to be a minus 5 on the end in order to make the green bit the plus 5. I've worked out by expanding and comparing how many x's and how many x squareds that I need plus 4x in the middle. And then, can I factorise? I might be done, but I'm just wondering if I can factorise that.
X plus 5, x plus.
There we go. So you can't always factorise that quadratic, but in this case we could factorise it and finish off completely. So this is a standard method just to practice and learn.